All right, we're on page 13 and we just put a little post-it note, got it ready. And now I'm just going to move that down for a second and I'm going to look at this page with you. It says pronoun. It replaces a noun in order to avoid repetition. That means if it repeats the same word too many times. It refers back to some person or thing recently mentioned and takes the place of that person or thing. There are many types of pronouns. The personal pronouns that take the place of a common and proper nouns, that's what they do. The personal pronouns in this table below are organized by number, person, and function. So let's look at this chart. By the way, go ahead and stick this at the top here like this. This is how I like to put it. It's okay if you're covering some words, that's okay. Make it so that you can see that word pronouns sticking above the page. So you can find that page easy. Okay, it's okay if it's covering some words here. That doesn't really matter because we already read that, so we don't need it anymore. All right. And then I'm going to zoom in a little bit here on this chart. On the side here, it says numbers and it says singular and plural. Show me on your fingers in the camera, how many is singular? What does that mean? How many is singular? Good, Anthony. Good, Amber. So it's one. Single. Like if you go to In-N-Out Burger and you order a single, it's one patty. If you order a double, that's two. But singular is one. So if this is persons, that means first person. Like when you're in the story and it's your perspective, it's kind of like when you play Minecraft and you play it in first person and you just see what the guy is looking at. You see everything first person. In a story, when you use pronouns, it's going to be these pronouns here. I, me, my, mine. It's because it's you. You're the one in the story. You're the first person and you're by yourself, okay? Second person is when you're talking to somebody else, but you're still there, but you're talking to somebody else in the story. You use words like you, your, and yours. Okay, those are also pronouns. Third person is when there's people or characters talking in your story and you're not there. You're telling a story about somebody else. And you can use words like he, she, it, him, her, it, his, her, its, and his, hers, its. Those are all pronouns. So, when there's a boy in your story, you're going to refer back to the boy as he or him or his. If there's a girl in your story, you're going to refer back to her as her or she. Okay. Those are important to know between boys and girls. And then you use the word it or its if it's a thing. Like if I talk about this pen right here, and then I want to say it is white, then I can use the word it because a pen is not a boy or a girl, right? It's a thing. It's not a boy or girl. Only people and animals are boys and girls. Okay. And then down here is plural. That just means more than one. So this is just if there's one, this is plural, more than one. So first person, that includes yourself, you would use words like we, us, our, ours. If it's you're talking to somebody else, you still use the word you, your, yours. And third person, if you're talking about more than one person, you're going to say they or them or their or theirs. So this whole chart is all the pronouns that we're going to use right now in this book. Okay. No matter which one it is, you're going to mark it with a PR. And PR stands for pronoun. So you've got this sentence here, these sentences. The little man was thankful. He gave the soldiers the horn. It would help them. So we've got the pronoun he, that's talking about the little man because there's only one. So it's he and it's a man. So it's he.
The
And then
dwarf.
it, yeah, that's right. It's the dwarf. And it is talking about the horn. A horn is not a boy or a girl, right? So we use the pronoun it for that. And them is talking about the soldiers. There's more than one. See, the S at the end of soldiers tells me there's more than one soldier. So the pronoun would be them. All right. If you did not use pronouns, it would sound like this. The little man was thankful. The little man gave the soldiers the little man's horn. The horn would help the soldiers. See how it repeats the little man a bunch of times and the soldiers a bunch of times? It's really boring to read a sentence like that. So pronouns help it flow better. And that's why we use them. So we're not repeating the same words over and over and over again. Okay. And then down here, another rule about capitalizing. Anytime you have the word I by itself, by the way, that's a pronoun, I, it's right here in this list, you must capitalize it. So they're going to forget to capitalize it in this book on purpose, just for you. So you have to figure that out. And the way to mark it is those three little lines like this. So here's your sentence. When the little man gave me the horn, I blew it. So they forgot to capitalize I. You do those three little lines to show that you should capitalize it. Okay, that's like an edit mark. All right, let's go to the practice page now. Page 15. So if you printed it from the email, you should have this one. Mateo, when you get a chance, can you turn your camera on for me so I can see you?
Yeah.
There we go. Awesome. And then did your mom get a chance to print it for you?
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, good. Perfect. Does anybody feel like reading this sentence today? You guys want to read it?
My screen froze. Is it the one on page 15?
Yeah, go ahead and read that if you have it.
He told the little man about their problem.
Nice. Good job. And problem is the vocabulary word. Who can tell me what does problem mean? What does problem mean? You might be thinking, well, I know what a math problem is, but there's also sometimes you have a problem in life, right? So okay, you got it, Amber? What's a problem? What does that mean?
Like a situation that's bad, kind of.
Yes, good. It's bad or it's difficult. Like if you're trying to go to Walmart in the car with your mom and the car gets a flat tire, that's a problem because you have to stop driving and you have to fix it. So a problem is a kind of a bad situation or a difficult situation. Okay, so let's go ahead and put a check by vocabulary at the top here. And then the articles, remember, we're going to write these in. Go ahead and put these at the top of your page. A and the. Those are the three articles in English. And then I'm going to have, after you write that, let's see, Anthony, which one of those words is in our sentence today?
The.
Good. It's right here. So let's put AR on top of that. Very good. That stands for article. And then we can check it. There's only one. That's easy. And then let's see. How about Mateo? What are the two nouns? So there's two nouns in the sentence. Do you know where those are?
Man and problem.
Good. And what was the other one?
Man.
Good. Okay, good. I didn't hear it the first time. So good. Man is a person, problem is a thing. There you go. Man and problem. And then we've got two pronouns. Amber, do you remember that list we just went over on that chart? Do you see any of those pronouns in here?
He and there.
Good. He, PR for pronoun, and there, PR for pronoun. And by the way, it always tells you up here on this list how to mark it. See how it has PR in parentheses? That's a clue. That's how you mark those, okay?
Wouldn't problem also be like a problem for a test?
Yes, it would be. You're right. So in this context, though, for this sentence, it's an issue that they're having, a situation that they're having. But you're right. That word problem can be used in other ways too. Very good. Anthony, what about the capital? Which word should we capitalize here?
He. The
He.
H in he.
Very good. The H in he. And then Mateo, what about at the end? What kind of end mark do we need?
A period.
Perfect. Good job, you guys. All right, so here's the thing for homework. I don't want you guys to do this too fast. Because you might go, oh, that's a noun, that's a noun, da, 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 da. You can do it really quick. Don't go fast on this when you do your homework by yourself. The first thing you must do when you sit down to do your grammar homework is read the sentence out loud. Even if you're by yourself in the room, that's okay. Just read it out loud with your voice. Then go through the list at the top and check them off as you go. Okay, don't just sit down and start labeling stuff because sometimes words can be different in a sentence. They might not be a noun, it might be something else in the sentence. So you have to read it first. So I'm going to have you write it later for homework down at the bottom. And then you're going to do pages 16, 17, and 18 for your homework for grammar. Okay. Are there any questions about grammar today? If not, you can shake your head no. If you have a question, just raise your hand for me. Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Mateo.
Um, these papers are they the ones that are like day 1, day 2, day 3, and day 4?
Yeah, so we just did day 1. And so your homework is going to be day 2, 3, and 4. So you already have it ready to go for your homework.
Uh-huh.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it just mine doesn't have the bottom of the page. It doesn't have.
Oh, it didn't copy. Yeah. Okay. Yes. That's a good
Oh,
point. It's going to be day 2, 3, and 4 for your homework.
okay.
Good question. All right. So let's put away that and you can just set it aside, Mateo, so you don't lose that.
Okay.
And if you have your binder, go ahead and get that out. And then for you, Mateo, you're just going to get out the article called Scorpions. So we're going to talk about that next. And you guys so basically what you need to do is open up your binders. Let me talk to the other students real quick here. Hold on. You see that first tab that says, source text tab. That should be at the front of your binder. Right? This one that says source text, I think we moved it in the right spot last week. So if you turn that, you should see week 2 scorpions. And Mateo, don't worry, you don't have this page. You don't need it. But the rest of you get out week 2, and there's only second 2 pages. Just kidding. There's 3 pages for scorpions. You need to get out 3 pages for week 2.
There's 3 pages.
Yeah. For you, Mateo, you only have 1 because you don't really need the other pages right now. So you just have the one about scorpions. But the rest of you in your binder, it should be this page, 17. It should be this page, which is 19, and then a yellow page. Those 3 pages, make sure you close up the rings after you take them out. You're going to take them all the way out of the binder and then close the rings. And you guys need 2 pieces of lined paper. 2 pieces of lined paper. And a pen and a pencil, both, okay? Pen and pencil. Once you have all your supplies ready in front of you, you can give me a thumbs up. So you should have 3 pages for scorpions, except for Mateo, you're gonna have 1 page. 2 pages of lined paper, a pen and a pencil. When you got it, give me a thumbs up. I see that. Good, Amber. Do you have paper, Mateo? Okay, Anthony. You need 2 pieces of lined paper too, and a pen and a pencil.
Does it have to be lined?
Yes, it does.
Oh, I don't have lined paper.
Do you have some in the other room, maybe?
We don't. I usually just write on paper.
Okay, if you don't have any, you can just write on regular paper, but make sure next time you go to Walmart, get some lined paper, okay? You're going to need it for my class for sure. Okay? It's really important for you to have that.
I guess I'll just use some of my because I have another class and they I use that too.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can use that.
The only thing is that it's in a binder
Oh,
already.
like a notebook.
Yeah.
That's okay. For right now, you can use that and tear it out so it doesn't get mixed up with your other class. You can tear out the pages. You just need two. And but next time you go to Walmart, get the kind that comes in the package, where it's loose lined paper like this. Okay. So make sure you get that. Walmart, Target, wherever you want to go for that. All right. So you're going to put your name up here first, like we do last time, or like we did last time, your first and last name here. And then you're going to put the date, which is 9/24/25. And Genevieve, I think I'm recording this. Let me double check here. I think I hit record. Oh yeah, I did.
I'm heading home right now, so I should be able to do the assessment.
Okay, cool. So here's your name and date, and then I want you guys to skip a line and then write the word scorpions somewhere in the middle. And then under that, put key word outline, and then I'll stop so you can catch up there. Skip a space, scorpions, keyword outline. And one more thing you're going to do, and I'll wait till you're done, but you're going to skip a line again. And this time you're going to write 1 through 10 over here next to that red line. Okay, once you got that all written down, give me a thumbs up. I'll wait for you guys. Oh, that was quick. Good, Anthony. So since you're done, Anthony, do you remember the rules about the keyword outline? How many words, show me on your fingers, how many words can we have on each line for our keyword outline? Do you remember? Good. Yes, 3. Only 3. Very good. And then, Amber, what are some things we can put for free on the outline? Do you remember those things we can do for free?
Symbols,
Symbols. Remember the other things?
shapes,
Yeah, that'd be kind of like the same thing as symbols. Anthony, what's something else? And you can look back if you need to.
Pictures?
That's kind of like the same thing as symbols. So symbols are pictures. Go ahead, Amber.
abbreviations,
Abbreviations and
numbers,
there you go. Good. Very good. So I saw you look at your other paper, and that's good. You can always look back on those. So yes, you can do symbols or pictures, same thing. Numbers, abbreviations, and symbols. Symbols are, or I already said that. Symbols, numbers, and abbreviations. Those 3 different things, those are free. You don't have to count those. All right. So now let's look at the passage called Scorpions. It's on page 19. Hopefully you guys all have that. And I'm going to go ahead and read it unless somebody wants to read it. If anybody else wants to read it, you can. Anybody feel like reading it today? Okay. Do you want to, Mateo?
Yeah, I can read it.
I see your hand, Genevieve, but it's going to be hard because you're on a phone. But next time I'll have you read it, okay? So let's let Mateo read it. Everybody else follow along while he's reading. Go ahead.
Okay, can you hear me good?
Yeah, I got you.
Scorpions are not insects. They are anchinate
This is actually arachnids.
arachnids.
There you go.
8 legs like spiders with 2 pincers and a barbed tail. There are over 2,000 scorpion species. Scorpions are found on every continent except Antarctica. All species are venomous, but only about 30 have venom that can kill a human. Mainly, they use their sting to paralyze their prey. Scorpions need very little air or food. Remarkably, though, they can
Actually, this word is tough, remarkably tough.
remarkably tough. They can often survive being kept in a freezing overnight. After they hatch, dozens of scorpion babies will climb up and ride around on their mother's back. In China, giant scorpions grilled on or fried are sold in food shops and eaten as a delicious
This is delicacy.
delicacy.
Yeah, good job reading. That was really good. Yeah, that word delicacy, that means like something fancy. Like if you go, I know, Genevieve is making a face. I know, I don't want to eat these things. That'd be nasty. No, thank you. But in China, they're considered a delicacy, which means like a little like caviar or escargot, if you've ever heard of those types of appetizers. That's considered a delicacy. It's kind of special, right? But to me, no, thank you. I'll pass. But they eat them there in China. Have you ever seen a sucker with a scorpion inside of it before? They have those like at Mexican grocery stores or in Mexico. I think they eat those. Yes, Anthony.
I tasted one of them and like it tastes bad.
Okay, good to know. I'm not going to even try. And
Yeah,
then,
I've seen it before. They also have ones with ants in them, like in
yes,
ketchups. They have ants and other stuff.
I know. It's so gross. I don't want it. No, thank you. Let's go back up to this word arachnids. That's a scientific word for spiders, basically. What were you saying, Genevieve? Oh, you froze for a second.
I'll stick with I'll stick with things.
Yeah, exactly. So arachnids is a scientific word for spiders. I don't know if you've ever heard of arachnophobia. That's the fear of spiders. So that word arachnids, that's like a category of spiders. Like you know how we have reptiles and we have mammals. Well, arachnids is the scientific term for spiders, okay? That's what that means. And then I know we know what venom means. It's like in a rattlesnake. It's poison, right? Inside of the animal. So if you get stung by one of these guys, you're going to get venom in you, and that's not good. And that word paralyzed, does anybody know what paralyzed means?
I know.
Paralyzed?
You can't move like
Amber? Yeah, raise your hand for me. Amber, what is paralyzed or paralyzed?
Like when you can't move.
Yeah, exactly. You can't move. It makes all your muscles like freeze up and you can't move. So that's what it does to you. Okay. So now let's go back to our keyword outline that we started here. And we're going to go through each sentence again, like we did for Asian table, or not Asian table. Sorry, that's a different class. Like we did for dog and shadow. Forgot which one you guys did. And then we're going to look for those keywords. So the very first sentence has scorpions are not insects. Okay, so Genevieve, I know you have to look on your phone here, but what are the keywords in that sentence? It's a short one. That's pretty easy.
It's frozen.
Oh, okay.
It's like halfway up the page. Maybe if you like move it a little bit around.
That help.
Um, kind of. I'm looking at your shared screen. I see the top of the page.
Yeah, I think it's because you're driving. How about you do it when you get home, okay? So you can just watch for now. I know
I
it's
can
not
see the
coming
top of
through.
the scorpion chapter. I can't see your lined page.
Oh, yeah. No, what I want you to do is look at this sentence right here that says scorpions are not insects. That's a sentence. What are the key words in that sentence?
Um, insect,
Yeah, insects. What else?
scorpions.
Good. Scorpions.
Are there more?
Well, I think the word not. I know it's a small word, but I think it's important because it's telling us they're not insects, right? But that kind of works because those are three words. That's going to be easy peasy because we're just going to write those 3 words. I'm going to go ahead and circle them. So for number 1 on your outline here, you're going to put scorpions, comma, not, comma, insects. Okay, we're going to do this like we did for dog and shadow, where we're going to look at each sentence and we're going to try to follow the rules. The rules are we can only have 3 words, but we can use symbols and numbers and abbreviations. Those are all free. Right now, we don't
You want
need,
me to do the next one?
okay? No, I'm going to have somebody else do the next one, okay? So, Anthony, what about the next sentence? This one's going to be a little harder because it's long. It starts with they are arachnids. So, what are the key words in that sentence?
Arachnids.
Good.
Pincers.
Yep. What else?
And barbed.
Barbed. And there's more. You can name them all, and then we'll figure out how we're going to put it on the outline.
Tail.
Tail, good.
Spiders.
Yep, that's a key word.
8.
Yep, 8.
Legs.
Yes, legs. How many pinchers?
2.
Good. So there, I think those are all the keywords. Very good. So we're not going to underline words like they and are and have. We don't need those. Only the keywords, but that's way too many. But we can use the number 8 for 8. That's free. And 2. So there's 2 free words. We could probably draw a leg. So here's what I'm thinking. I think we need the word arachnids,
Or
right?
a spider.
And
You
spiders.
could draw a spider.
Oh, we could. We could draw a spider, but let's start with arachnids. Arachnids. Let's write that down for number 2 because this is the second sentence. So arachnids, that's the scientific word. Let me zoom in so you can see that. And then it says 8 legs. What if we do the number 8 and then we draw a little leg? I'm going to draw just like a foot. That's a weird looking foot. Hopefully yours looks better than mine. But I'm going to make it a little longer because it's the leg. So we want arachnids have 8 legs. So you're going to draw a leg here.
Maybe you could put the number 8 by it.
Yeah, I did. I don't know if you can see that, but 8 is good. We don't have to count that. So that's a freebie. You're right. Good job. So we have 8 and leg. Those are free.
Cool.
Yeah. And then we probably need spiders. Somebody mentioned, was that you, Genevieve, that said we could draw a spider? They're like spiders.
I think that would be kind of complicated.
Yeah, I think so too. Maybe let's wait on that. How about 2? That's a good point. And then pinchers, we could write that word. Oops, it does not have an H. I accidentally put an H in there. I'm just going to kind of draw a line through that. Pincers is how you spell pinchers. Even though it sounds like a CH, it's just a C. Pincers, pinchers. And then barbed, I think we could use that one. And then maybe we could draw a little tail.
Yeah, that'd probably be a lot easier than a scorpion. Or, I mean, the spider.
I think so too. That's a good point. That's a tail of a scorpion with the little pokey part on it. So draw a little tail. So I have arachnids, 8
That
legs,
looks
2
good.
pinchers. It actually turned out okay. Sometimes I surprise myself. You draw little lines through it too, like that.
Same here.
And then I'm just so I can remember what I used, I'm gonna go back and circle. I used the word pinchers and barbed. So I had arachnids, pinchers, and barbed. The rest of the stuff is numbers and symbols. Those are free. So we got to make sure to keep following
Pincher again.
the rules. Say that again. Okay. Okay, when you're ready, Amber, I'm going to have you do the next sentence. It starts with there are, and you can tell us what do you think we should put in our outline for that sentence?
2,000
Yeah, we could write that as a number, huh, for free. Do we need the,
scorpion
oh wait,
species.
sorry, let's underline it first, though. You're right. 2000.
Could you use that like put just numbers instead of letters?
You can. That's a good idea. And I think I heard you say scorpion and species.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if we need the word over too. Over just means more than 2000.
Yeah, we can
But,
put that.
and I like your idea
That
too,
might be
Mateo. We could do 2000 as a number and then we don't have to count it. So let's do over and then 2000 like this. Then we don't have to count it. It's free. And then we can do scorpion and species. That works. So we used over and scorpion and
But
species.
then that's only three.
Say that again?
Because then that's only three. Because we don't have to count 2,000.
That's
Or
perfect.
that.
Yep. You're right. So that follows the rules. We can only have three. So there you go. We have over and scorpion and species, but we could write the number 2000 for free. That
Exactly.
works
Yeah.
out.
Three.
That's a freebie. And then Mateo, when you're ready, you can do the next sentence. It starts with scorpions are found. So let's talk about the keywords first, and then we'll figure out what to put in the outline here when you're ready.
Yeah, just give me 1 second. I'm just reading the last word.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. I'll wait for you.
Okay. Scorpions are found on every continent except Antarctica. I was thinking we could do continent except Antarctica. Like that's like the main.
Okay. There are other keywords in here. I know that's already three, but what are the other keywords in the sentence?
You could write a like make a continent. You could like,
Mm-hmm.
draw a continent.
That would be kind of hard. But we have the word scorpions and found and every. Those are also key, but I like what you're thinking. What if we already know we're talking about scorpions, right? I don't think we need to write that again. But that word found might be important. So what if we start with found? And then I don't know how to draw a continent, so I'm
Or
thinking we're
could
going to need.
could you use every except Antarctica?
We could, but there's something I'm thinking we could do instead of the word accept. Because have you ever been, okay, this is a side note. Okay, think with me for a second. Have you ever been to the beach and you saw a sign that had a dog with a circle and a line through it?
What?
Do you know what it means when you see a sign that has a circle and a line through it? Like at the beach?
Yeah, it means like not. That's not allowed.
Right. It means that's not allowed. So, like, no dogs on the beach. If you guys have ever been to the beach in California, sometimes you'll see that sign. It'll be like a little picture of a dog and then it'll have a circle with a line through it. It means no dogs on the beach. They're not allowed.
I
So,
think
what if instead of the word accept, we use Antarctica and we circle it and draw a line through it, and that tells us not Antarctica. So, here's what I mean. So, let's put found, need that. And then we can put continent. And then we can put Antarctica. I'll show you what I mean here. Antarctica. And then circle it. And then put a line through it like that. And that means not Antarctica. So it's found on every continent except Antarctica. That's a way to do that. So I used found, continent, and then Antarctica. You were on the right track though, Mateo, and I could tell you were thinking about how can I do this? How can I get all these good words in there? This is an easy way to do it. We still followed the rules because we have 3 words, and then we have a symbol over the top of that word. That works, meaning not Antarctica. All right. We're going to pause on the outline. I know we have more to go. We only did 4, but that's okay. I want to show you something that you're going to work on this week for homework. You know how last week you guys did the dog in the shadow, and then you told the story to a parent. Did everybody have a chance to do that? Did you tell them about dog and shadow using your outline? You know how you read the keywords, think of a sentence, look up and say the sentence. Did you guys get to do that with dog and shadow for last week? Okay, maybe not. But that was part of your homework. Remember they were supposed to sign it? Remember how you were supposed to look down and goes, one day there was a dog who found a bone and he was on his way home to enjoy it. Remember that? You were supposed to tell that to your parent. Well, instead of telling it this time, you
I
guys are going to
forgot.
actually write it. You forgot to do that? Oh, well,
I
you
I
should do it.
didn't do my outline yet.
All right. This time we're going to write it. Okay.
I-
So let's get out the clean page align paper. And this time you
I'm
must
gonna
have,
do it today. I just got my books.
okay. You need a pen. So this time make sure you're using a pen for this. Okay. And I'm going to tell you why in a second, but go ahead and put your name on a clean sheet of paper. Same date. Oops, today's 24, sorry. 25. Put the date here. And again, we're going to put scorpions, but instead of writing numbers, we're going to stop there. So get it set up so you have your name, the date, and the word scorpions in the middle. And then I'm going to have you do something after that. You're going to use a pen because it's actually a little easier to write with a pen, but don't worry. If you mess up, like I messed up on the date here, I just kind of went over the top of it. But if you mess up on a whole word, it's okay to draw one line through the word and then fix it on top of it. We're going to leave spaces. So I'm going to show you what I mean here in a minute. Have you ever double spaced before? Have you guys ever done double space before?
I do that lots of times.
A lot. Okay, good. So when you double space, you skip lines. So right under scorpion, over by the red line, I want you to put a little X, just a small one, just a little X there. Okay, that's right under scorpions by the red line. And then I want you to leave the next one blank and then put an X on the next one. See how it's every other one? So you're going to skip X, skip a line, X, skip a line, X. Go all the way down to the bottom of your paper. Skip, X, skip, X, skip, X, and keep going all the way to the very bottom of your page. Like that. Now, you're making a little X there because that's going to remind you to not write on that line. If you see an X, don't write on that line. Got it? You'll write on the the blank spaces only. This is just to remind you to double space. All right. Thumbs up if you got your X's on there. Guys, good? Okay. Now look at your outline. We're not going to look at the story about the scorpion. We're going to put that somewhere else. Turn it upside down. Don't look at the original story. You're only going to look at your outline. So looking at number 1 on your outline, I'm going to see if Amber, can you use the word scorpions, not insects. Can you change that into a complete sentence? How can we make a sentence out of those keywords?
Scorpions are not.
Scorpions are not insects.
Yes, perfect. Scorpions are not insects. That's an easy one. So here's what you're going to do. Double space, leave a space here for indenting because we're going to indent. And remember, don't write on the one with the X. And we're going to start with about right there. We're going to start with the word scorpions. And then she said are not insects. So go ahead and write that sentence, not on the line with the X, but in between. And you're going to leave a space because this is called indenting. When you have a paragraph, you indent. Go ahead and copy what I have. And then, Mateo, when you're done writing that, I'm going to have you do number 2. That one's going to be a little harder. You got the easy one, Amber. Mateo's going to do the second one and see if you can make what sentence can you make with these keywords and symbols?
Couldn't you just copy what the other one said? Or no?
No, because we're going to make it our own. So don't look at the original. That was a good question, but try not to look at the original one. You got to think of your own sentence only using this. Okay.
What's the word that had with that the first word? I forgot what it.
Arachnids.
You could say like arachnids have 8 legs. No, that doesn't work. You would have to use a lot of make a lot of sentences for.
Well, you're going to have to add a lot of words. You're right about that. But try it again because we're talking about scorpions, right? Try it again, but you can add words to it, but try to make that into a sentence.
Scorpions are arachnids. They have 8 legs, 2 pinchers, and a barb.
A barbed, what was that? That was the tail, right?
Barb tail.
Barbed tail. Okay, good. So you made it into 2 sentences. Can you make it into 1 sentence?
Let's see. Arachnids. They were arachnids, right?
Arachnids, yeah.
I guess you don't need scorpions because it already has scorpions on the top, and arachnids are scorpions.
Okay, so we could use a pronoun instead of scorpions. We could say like they, right?
They are arachnids.
Yes.
They have 8 legs. It has 8 legs.
So, okay, I like how you got it started. They are arachnids. Maybe instead of starting a new sentence, you could say with. They are arachnids with.
Those things.
Well, say it.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Sorry, no.
That's okay.
8 legs, 2 pinchers, and a barbed tail.
Yes, yes, I like it. Okay, so after the period, we're going to keep going because we're making a paragraph here. So they are, and then skip a line, don't write on the X line, arachnids with, and instead of writing the number 8 this time, we're going to write the word 8. Hang on, Genevieve, I see your hand there. 8 legs, comma, and then spell out 2, TWO, pinchers, comma, and then skip a line, and a barbed tail. I'll give you a second to write all that down, but see how I'm not writing on the X line, so make sure you're skipping lines. Okay, Genevieve, did you have a question for me? Or something to say? Oops. No, you're good? Okay.
Well, I mean, I was gonna curious if we had to like try to make a sentence or if it was just like you call on us.
Yeah, I'll call on you. But for this one, since this is your first time using the outline in a paragraph form, we're going to all write the same one, okay? So you can just copy what we have. So far we have scorpions are not insects. They are arachnids with 8 legs, 2 pinchers, and a barbed tail. That's good. That's a good start. And then Anthony, I'm going to have you do number 3 when you're ready. Okay. So after you write that sentence, look at number 3 and see if you can come up with a complete sentence.
I'm ready.
Go for it.
Scorpions are found in every
Oh,
continent.
wait. You went to 4. Go to number 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Don't look at the original though. Only look at your keyword
How about
outline.
this?
Okay, yeah, look at your keyword outline and go to number 3. It says over 2,000 scorpion species. How can we make that into a sentence?
There is over 2,000 scorpion species.
Okay, good. Except for instead of is, we should say are because it's plural, right? 2,000 is more than one. So I like it though. Let's say there are over. So there, good. Right after that period, are over. And then let's write out 2,000. So TWO, 1,000 scorpion species. And then a period. Don't forget to double space. Okay. Now, some of you guys, I think, are already typing your papers. So if you're typing, that's good. If you're not typing, you're going to handwrite it like this. If you are typing, you can type it. Make sure when you type it, you set the page to double space. If you need help with that, you can ask a parent or an adult in your house how to double space something. But if you're handwriting it, you're going to keep going like this, okay? So give me a thumbs up when you're done with that last sentence. There are over 2,000 scorpion species. Okay, good, Anthony. Since you're done, Anthony, you do number 4 by yourself. Okay, see if you can do this one by yourself. Keep going.
Scorpions are found in every continent except Antarctica.
Good. So go ahead and write it by yourself. Good job. That's right. Keep going after the period, and you're going to write the next sentence. Okay.
Wait, you can just copy what the other one said?
You know what, Mateo? I know you're watching that. It's okay if some sentences are exactly the same, but I don't want you to look back at the original. So don't just copy the original because you won't be writing your own paper. You're going to be copying, and that's not what this is about. Okay? You have
I
to
looked at this.
oh yeah, you're copying it, but you're adding more words to it. I thought that was Mateo. Sorry, Anthony. You're adding a word. Like you said, they are found. They are is not here. So you are copying your keywords, yes, but you're adding your own words to make it complete. Does that make sense? Okay. But don't copy the original. We don't have to look back on the original. We're only using this, okay? All right. So I'm going to stop here and tell you what your homework is because you're going to do some of this by yourself. Okay. You're going to finish this keyword outline. So you have more left here. You have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Remember, each one of those is a sentence in this passage here. So you're going to keep going on to the next sentence and then fill in the key words following the rules for number 5. It's the next sentence. And then you're going to go on to number 6, the next sentence, and keep doing the same pattern we did in class. Okay. So you're going to find those keywords, pick 3 of them to use, and you can use numbers and symbols and abbreviations in between, like we did up here. That's fine. And you're going to go through the rest of that paragraph. And then you're going to finish writing this paragraph using only your outline. Okay? So you're just going to keep going with your outline and finish the paragraph and write it down. And I recorded this, so if you go sit down and do your homework and you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot what she said to do, I'm going to put this recording in the Google Classroom and you can watch it later and pause it and work on it. But I'm going to post everything on Google Classroom that you need for homework this week, okay? Do you guys have any questions about what you're going to do for homework? Any questions that you can think of? Okay, Anthony?
Do we do this like the soldiers too, or like the grammar book writing?
Oh, yeah, and grammar. Yeah. So you're going to do day 2, 3, and 4 for grammar. And then you're going to finish this outline and then write your paragraph. So you have 3 things to do this week. Grammar, finish this keyword outline, and use that to write the rest of your paragraph.
The so do I just make my own like the own way I'm gonna say it when I do the 2000 scorpion species?
Yes, and you can do it your own way. That's right. Yes, you can.
Okay.
So everybody's paragraph, you'll notice when we share it next week, everybody's paragraph is going to be a little different. But the keywords will all be there. The keywords are the same because that's what we're using on the keyword outline. So how about, since we have a couple minutes left, everybody look at the next one here. Look at the original again. The next one starts with all species are venomous, but only about 30 have venom that can kill a human. Just look at that sentence. And I want to see if you can do number 5 by yourself. Okay, so I'm going to give you some time to work by yourself on that. Find those keywords in the sentence. You can underline them like we've been doing. And then figure out how are you going to put that on your keyword outline for number 5. So everybody work on number 5 and I'll wait right here. Let me know if you have any questions, okay? Remember, you can only use 3 words, but you can use little symbols and numbers and abbreviations for free. Okay, Anthony, what'd you get for 5? Let's hear what you put.
All spe- all scorpion species are venomous, but only 30 can kill humans.
Okay, so what did you put on your outline here for 5?
I put species, venomous, 30, and kill. But like I put like the
Okay.
30 is the number 30.
Oh, good. Okay. And then for human, you could even draw a little stick figure if you wanted to. That would work too. That's good. So you got um species, venomous, 30 kill. That's good. And then you could draw a little stick figure if you want. Does anybody have anything different than that for their outline? What do you have so far, Mateo, on your number 5? What did you put?
I haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, okay. How about you, Amber? What do you have so far for number 5?
Kind of the same. Venomous 30 and kill.
Okay, cool. All right, well, it's actually time to go. So you guys are going to finish working on your keyword outline. Mateo, if you need help, let me know, okay? Because you can have your mom call me or text me. I can help you with that. Otherwise, I want to see if you guys can do that by yourself. Finish up all the way to 10 on your outline, and then use that to finish your paragraph in your own words using those keywords. All right, you guys, keep all of this in your front pocket if you have your binder already. Mateo, I know you don't have yours yet, so keep it together in a folder or something for now. Oops. But everybody else in that front pocket of your binder, keep all this stuff so you know where it's at when you sit down to do your homework this week for homework. I love that you guys are still working. That's awesome. So, but we are done with class. So if you need to go, you can go. And I'll see you guys next week. Good job, everybody. See you next week. Bye. Have a good one.